Hello friends, and welcome to this tutorial on how to implement TDS in Mark software. Firstly, let us know what is TDS and how can it be implemented in Mark software. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. Means TDS is a source of collecting income tax. Whenever income is due or is paid, at that time some percentage of income is deducted and is paid to the government from the payer, and the rest of the amount is paid to the payee. The benefit of TDS is that the government receives revenue before time, and along with that the chances of tax evasion is minimized. But in case of salary payment, TDS is deducted at the time of salary payment only. Means TDS is not deducted when salary payment is due, it is deducted at the time of salary payment itself. But for other types of payment, TDS either gets due or is paid. So whichever happens first, at that time itself the TDS is deducted. However, not all types of payment or income are subject to TDS payment. TDS is deducted on only those payments which are specified under Income Tax 19. For example, salary payment, interest on securities, interest on bank, interest on others. Means the payment that is made to the contractor, rent payment, commission on brokerage, commission on lottery ticket and insurance. Apart from this, winning from lottery means that payment which is made to the lottery winner or winner of any game or horse race. Apart from this, TDS is deducted on the fees paid for professional and technical services. We'll learn about TDS in detail through an example. For example, there's a firm, AD Healthcare Private Limited, which pays Manish Arora 2 lakh as his office rent. Now, as we discussed that TDS is charged on rent as well. So suppose 10% TDS is deducted on rent. So 10% of 2 lakh is 20,000. So the TDS amount of 20,000 will be paid to the government, and the rest amount, that is 1,80,000 rupees, will be paid to Manish Arora. So in this way TDS and rent is divided between Manish Arora and the government. Now let's implement this in Mark software. For TDS entry, we'll switch to the accounts menu, voucher entry, journal, and then TDS journal. As soon as you enter on TDS journal, the window of voucher entry will appear, where firstly you will define the date on which the TDS is being deducted or being due. Then you will press enter and define the voucher number. Then as soon as you press enter, the ledgers window will appear, where first we will select TDS payable ledger. As soon as you will select TDS payable ledger, then again the ledger window will appear. Then you will select the ledger on which the TDS is being deducted. Like now the TDS is being deducted on rent on building. So we will enter on rent on building ledger. Then a window TDS detail will appear. Here you will define the PAN number or GIR number of the person to whom you are doing the payment. Like now we are doing the payment to Manish Arora. Then is nature of payment. Here you will define the nature of payment on which you are deducting the payment. Means on which type of payment is the TDS being deducted. Like we are deducting payment on rent, so we will type here rent. Next is amount credited. Here you will feed the total amount which you have to pay, that is 2 lakh. Then is TDS percentage. Here you will define the percentage of TDS being deducted. Next is surcharge. If you charge surcharge, so you can define here. Next is education cess. Here I'd want to tell you that education cess is deducted on salary payment only and not on any other payment. So now we will keep this 0. Then is challan number. Here you will feed the challan number through which you are doing the TDS payment. Then define challan date, bank code. Here you can define the code of the bank through which you are doing the payment and define the check number or DD number. Then after filling the details, press enter. And here you see 20,000 TDS amount has been automatically calculated. Now simply press enter. Now for the debit side, we will select the expense, that is rent on building. Press enter and define the amount of your rent, that is 2 lakhs. Then you will credit your creditor to whom the payment is to be done, that is Manish Arora. Press enter. Then here you see the rest of the amount has automatically been calculated by the software. So in this way we have generated entry for payment due, and at the time of due itself we have deducted TDS as well. Now press enter and define a narration if required. Then press enter and save. After that, whenever you will pay TDS and do payment to your creditor, so again you can switch on accounts, voucher entry and enter on payment. Now from here you will pay TDS, and along with that you can easily create creditor payment through payment voucher. So friends, in this way you learned what is TDS and how can you implement it in Mark software. Thanks for watching.